By the name of Allah, who's the most compassionate and the most merciful. This is Rajasthan University Computer Science Faculty, Infotech, English for Computer Users, Unit 20, Graphic and Design, year 2002, and this is Ali Muhammad Hikmat. I'm very happy and delighted that it is our lesson 5, and once again we study this program. Okay, in our lesson 5 I would like to introduce you the module number 6, which is creative software. In this module we have these subtitles or these units. We will discuss graphics and design, page 100, desktop publishing, page 105, multimedia, page 110, and web design, page 114. What are the learning objective of this module? In this module you will learn and use vocabulary related to graphic software, learn how to describe graphic, study the basic feature and vocabulary related to desktop publishing, discuss the pros and cons, benefit and advantage and disadvantage of e-publishing versus paper publishing, write a letter to newspaper, learn about the main component of application of multimedia system, and you are able to learn how to use conditional sentences in grammar section, and you are able to study the basic principle of web page design, and you are able to learn how to use common modal verbs in grammar section, and you are able to design a mock home page for a college or company. And this is your professional, you are creative, and you can do what you should do in computer designing. Okay, unit 20, graphic and design. In this unit the topics that we will discuss are here, and we will explain each topics one by one. Topics: 2D or 3D graphics, graphic software tools and function. Learning objective: what you can learn from this unit is to acquire vocabulary related to graphic software. You can learn vocabularies, to identify the function of different graphic tools, to discuss the application of computer graphic, to describe graphics, and in language we have grammar, the ing form. It means uses of gerund. Vocabulary: graphics, raster graphic or bitmaps, vector graphics, resolution, jogged, filters, composition, CAD, wireframe, solid, modeling, rendering, fractals, GIS or GIS toolbox, Marquee select tools, move tools, crop, paintbrush, eraser, paint bucket, eye wrapper, zoom, color, palette, and skills: listening, speaking, and reading and writing. In listening, for general and specific information in an online tutorial. In speaking, discussing the benefit of using computer graphic, choosing appropriate graphic software for particular task. finding general specific information from the text about computer graphic. This is the reading section and very important section. Write describing graphic, and finally optional material, the toolbox of a graphic program, example Windows, Paint, and Adobe Photoshop. These are the graphic programs. Okay. Unit 20, graphics and design. Task number 1, computer graphic. Look at the computer graphic A to D, A, and this is C, and this is D, A, B, C, D pictures, and discuss these questions. Which of these computer graphic are 3 dimension? What are the advantage of creating 3-dimensional image? Which type of professional might use the computer graphics? Who else use computer graphic in their job? How do they use them? Think about it and explain by yourself. Which of these computer graphic are 3-dimension? Here is the answer. A and D are 3-dimension. B and C are 2-dimension. What are the advantage of creating 3D dimension? The 3D dimension represent object like the car here more accurately in graphs. They can also illustrate, it means illustrate or explain or present different quantities more clearly. And I like this number 3 and number 4. Possible answer for number 4 is here. Okay, let's go ahead. Read the text on page 101 and check your answer to 3 and 4 in A. Read the text again and answer these questions. Before going to read the text, here is some questions are here. What are the difference between raster graphic and vector graphic? If you have the background knowledge of this, please remind those knowledge. Which graphic file format are mentioned? What is composing? When you read the text, please try to find the answer for these questions. What does CAD stand for? C is what, A is what, D is what. What are the benefit of using graphic in the car industry? What type of graphic software is used to make maps or 3D model of the earth? Who use computer animation how? These are the very good questions. You can read these texts and answer the above questions. Computer graphics are pictures and drawing produced by computer. There are 2 main categories. I read computer graphic. Okay, listen please. Raster graphic and bitmap are stored as a collection of pixels. The sharpness of an image depends on the density of pixel. Density, it means the quantity of pixels that a picture consists of, or resolution. For example, text or picture that are scaled up, that is made bigger, may show jagged edge. Paint and photo editing program like Adobe Photoshop focus on manipulation of bitmap. Popular raster format are, before we study what is raster format are JPEG, GIF, and TFF. Here is what is JPG and what is a GIF, what is TFF, tagged image file format. Okay, vector graphics represent image through the use of geometric objects such as line, curves, and polygon based on mathematical uh, equation. They can be changed or scaled without losing quality. Vector data can be handled by drawing programs like Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW, or Macromedia Freehand. EPS is the most popular file format of exchanging vector drawings. EPS, encapsulated postscript vector. Okay, encapsulated vector. Okay, let's go ahead. Here is the picture. You can see vector graphic consists of point, one, two. These are the points, line, and curve. Okay, let's go ahead. Almost all computer users use some form of graphics. Home user and professional artists use image editing program for manipulating image. If you don't know the manipulating, please go to your dictionary. For example, you can add filter special effect to your favorite photos, or you can composite image. Compositing is combining part of different image to create a single image. Graphic artists and designer use drawing program to create freehand drawing and illustration for book or for the web. Business people use presentation graphics to make information more interesting. Usually, graphics and diagram can be more effective way of communication with client than list of figure. Electrical engineer use graphic to design circuits and in other to present data in a more understandable form. Mechanical engineer use CAD, computer aided design software, to develop model and test car design before the actual parts are made. This can save a lot of time and money. Here's what is the meaning of composite. Composite is combining of different parts of different images. Graphic artists and designer use drawing. Business people use presentation. Electrical engineers use graphic to design. Okay, and how about mechanical engineers use CAD. CAD is also used in aerospace, architecture, and industrial sector to design everything from airplane and building to consumer product. Designer start the project by making a Wi-Fi a presentation showing the outline of all edge in transparent drawing. They then specify and fill the surface to give the appearance of a 3D three-dimensional solid object with volume. This is known as solid modeling. Specific fill the surface to give this color. Next, they add paint, color, or filters to achieve the desired look and feel. This is called texturing the object. finally, the render object to make it look real. Rendering including lighting and shading, as well as affecting that simultaneous shadow and reflection. If you don't know any of the words, please check your dictionary. And also here I write only two vocabularies: manipulate, work, and use. Usually it means appear, visually appearance. Okay, a wireframe model of a teapot is smooth shading, part of the rendering process, rendering after coloring. Okay, computer art or digital art is used in uh, adverts and TV program. Artists and scientists use a spatial graphic applet to create amazing fractals. Fractals are geometrical patterns that are repeated at small scale to generate irregular shapes, some of which describe objects for nature. Government agencies use GIS, Geographic Information System, to understand geographic data and then plan the use of land and predict natural disaster. Cartographers use GIS to make detailed map. Animators use computer animation software to create animated cartoon or add effects in movie and video games. This is a fractal. Fractal are geometrical pattern. Here are the difficult words, please read it. Applet, a very small application, especially a utility program, performs one or few simple functions. Let's go ahead and here is the practice and exercises. Please do it with yourself. This is the answer key here. In pair, discuss which application of computer graphic you think is most important, or give reason for your answer. This is your homework. Please write your answers. Okay. And language work, the ing form of the verb. This is a kind of practice before at first we are going to study this help books. After that, please do this practice, and here is the answer key. Okay, what is the ing form of the verb? We use the ing form in three ways. How many ways? In three ways. See, rendering include lightening and shading. Ing form of the verb or gerund is used as a subject of the sentence. We are designing a new car or computer. Here we are designing. Designing is a gerund. It is used after a verb that is called object of a verb, and they use a special applet to create amazing fractal. We use gerund after some specific verbs. For example, here we have create. After create, we use amazing. You can see some of the grammar books, and I also give you the advanced Longman advanced grammar. You can check the parts of ing form of the verb or gerund there, and you can find the specific verbs. For example, avoid talking too much. You can find specific words that after that verbs we use always gerund. Okay, in one, Rendering gerund, see below, acting as a subject. Lighting and shading are also gerund. Here is the explanation. Acting as the object, a gerund refers to an activity or process. What is a gerund refer to? An activity or process. In 2, designing present participle. This is used at continuous tenses. In the above example, the present continuous and reduced relative clause. A presentation showing the outline of all ages, which shows the outline, it means. Okay, in 3, amazing is an adjective. We use gerund in the following use: as the subject of a verb. Compositing is a combination part of the different image too. Okay, as the subject of a verb, composing is the combination part of different image to create single image. Is the complement of the subject. Composing is combining part of different. Here it is the complement of a subject. As the object of a verb, I enjoy editing picture. After preposition, designing, start a project by making a wireframe. As the complement of a verb, the course involve painting and drawing in various media. Some verbs are followed by the gerund, not by the infinitive. Example: avoid, fancy, vanish, give up, hate, imagine, involve, keep, look, forward to, mind, suggest, enjoy. These are the verbs that after these verbs we use gerund. Okay. The toolbox, here we have a listening. Please listen very carefully and answer these questions. After that, when you answer these questions, please fill in the blanks. Here is the answer key for that. Match the tool for the photos toolbox 110 with the function A2. This is not here. Okay, let's go ahead. Here's match the tools from the Photoshop toolbox. These are the Photoshop toolbox, and this is the explanation. Please read it and do it with yourself if you can. Here is the answer key for you. And choosing graphic software, please do these exercise with yourself, and here is the answer key for that. Useful language we have. If I need to choose, if I need to use, if I need to draw, if I need to use what software, if I need to draw a graphic, what software would you recommend? These are the useful language. You can use it by yourself. And describing graphic. What is a graphic? Here, look at the image, which here is the description. According to this description, you can describe these 4 images. And thanks for your attention. Your comments and questions are really appreciated.